Hola, ¿cómo estás? Soy Glampira. This is my first ever doll customization. Well, at least my first ever video about it. I've done a couple, such as myself and this guy next to me. Well, anyways, I'll be using this Generation 3 Frankie Stein doll for my base. I'll actually be making an OC today, or original character. The character is, funny enough, Frankie's older brother, Adam. Here's some of my concept art for him. I will say, Frankie's sculpt is absolutely beautiful, and I kind of feel bad that I have to cut them up, but you know, they'll have a nice little home as Adam from now on. Alright, first things first, I gotta remove their hair. I apologize for that little jug you see on the left side. I don't have a proper stand, so this is the best I'm gonna be able to do. But yeah, just remove their hair like normal. Yeah, after that I'm going to try to soften the glue inside the head. I didn't realize it was more like crazy glue, not like Elmer's glue. And that could have been nice to know when I tried to take off the plugs. I managed to get it pretty well. It just took a little while. I almost stabbed through the head a couple times, but you know, you learn it, and you learn something new every day. This goes on for way too long, so let's just skip to the acetone. And while I'm here, actually, let me tell you more about Adam. So he is Frankie's older brother. He is 17 months old. Technically, he is Frankie's twin brother, at least in the first generation, where he was made as Frankie's twin sister in case she had trouble making friends, but that didn't happen, and sadly he was forgotten. But then Frankie found him, and then later she helped him transition, and now he's just one of the guys, you know? I'm not sure about G2, I never actually watched it, but in G3 he is also Frankie's older brother, but this time he's a prototype. And I thought the gray, black, and white worked because, you know, old Universal movies, he's a little bit older, so, you know, older things in black and white, Frankie's in color, everything like that. I just thought it'd be really fun. Anyways, I'm trying to give Adam less of a curvy figure here. He's still in the middle of transitioning, but he's not fully transitioned, you know, teenage boy, everything like that, just discovered it. So hopefully the cradle model magic will set, and also here I am just painting his face gray. It's not the best thing ever. I do go a little bit away from the concept art that I drew, but it does give the right idea. And here I am just trying to sand down some of the details on Frankie's prosthetic leg. Adam doesn't have a prosthetic leg, so I don't want these to show up as much as possible. I never quite get these bolts off. They're surprisingly sturdy, which, you know, playline doll, you expect that. I tried to clip it, tried to get some, I don't think I sanded them down, or at least not in this clip. But yeah, anyways, I take off the details as much as I can. This is the first time I'm actually using my carving tools. Highly recommend them. No specific brand. If you have one and they're not made of like aluminum foil, then you should be good. I eventually got my hands on some epoxy sculpt. This one is specifically for repairing ceramics, so I'm just trying to get specifically on Adam's ankle, where the little robot part is, and eventually I do a pretty good job. And I'm just painting his body here. I know his clothes cover up most of it, but just for me, I like the idea that his body's painted. It goes on pretty well, just a couple coats. And I'm going to plug in his hair here. I know it's one big black streak from his forehead to the back of his head, but I end up plugging in a couple of white hairs, as you can see right there. I'm just using a wig from Spirit Halloween. I actually lost this jacket that I'm making right now on screen. I end up using a similar pattern. Well, I end up using the same pattern for another jacket that I make. I just took a break for about 3 days or so, and it was misplaced. My fault. I should have put it somewhere safer. But I kind of like the new jacket better. I don't know, I think I just added bolder colors than just the similar looking grays. I'm a little bit limited on what I can do, but, you know, you can do a lot with black and white and gray. See, I actually like how this turned out. And I added some pants to him as well, because, you know, he needs his pants. I gave Adam way more of a surprise look than I expected. He's supposed to look more like inviting and maybe a little bit curious, but he just kind of looks like you just went boo right in front of his face. That was a little unintentional, but I still think it's cute. His eyes are actually inverted from Frankie's, so instead of having one blue, one green eye, he has one green, one blue eye. And also his little scleras, or the whites of his eyes, are also yellow. I tried making some shoes for him, but that didn't work out. I think eventually I tried to go from UV resin to epoxy. There we go. Yeah, epoxy. Now that didn't work either. I've never used epoxy before, so... or not this type of epoxy at least, so don't do what I did. Do a little bit of research beforehand. I eventually just end up painting the shoes Frankie already came with, and these shoes are really, really cute, honestly. I tried to make them not as streaky, so you don't notice them. Not that you notice it on camera right now. I give him a good gray wash, and then I try to paint in the details, or try to bring out the details of these shoes. These shoes are honestly really good. I don't know why Frankie... they have the greatest outfits, but they don't always have the best shoes. I don't know what's up with that. But anyways, yeah. Here I am just painting them. I eventually paint some black. There we go, yeah. Or paint some gray, really. I'm not sure when the next inspiration will strike, but looking forward to seeing where this customization journey takes me. I really hoped watching me fumble around was pretty entertaining for you guys. And until next time, I guess. See ya!